देश में शुरू हुआ नए अवसर, नए इंफ्रा का नया दौर।
ब्लिट्स इंडिया के चेयरमैन दीपक द्विवेदी ने विधवाओं के प्रति कर्तव्य और निष्ठा का भाव व्यक्त करते हुए समाज के समृद्ध वर्ग से अपील की है कि वे आगे आएं और यथासंभव इनकी मदद करें। वरिष्ठ पत्रकार और समाज सेवी दीपक द्विवेदी यहां नई दिल्ली में लुम्बा फाउंडेशन और ब्लिट्स इंडिया के सम्मिलित प्रयासों से आयोजित एक कार्यक्रम में बोल रहे थे। यह कार्यक्रम 23 जून को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय विधवा दिवस पर फॉरेन कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंट्स क्लब के सभागार में आयोजित किया गया।
राज लुम्बा जी ने जो विडो वेलफेयर के लिए एक दुनिया भर में जो उन्होंने जागृति पैदा की है, वो शायद पूरे विश्व में ऐसा कोई व्यक्ति नहीं हुआ है जिसने इतने बड़े अभियान को धरती पर उतारा है। बहुत सारे लोग अपने नेम और फेम के लिए क्या से क्या नहीं करते हैं, लेकिन लॉर्ड लुम्बा ने विडो वेलफेयर के लिए केवल हिंदुस्तान में ही काम नहीं किया, ब्रिटेन में ही नहीं काम किया, यूनाइटेड नेशंस के 193 देशों को इस बात के लिए कंपेल किया, उनको समझाया, कन्विंस किया कि ये दुनिया की ज़रूरत है। वुमेन वेलफेयर का ये एक बहुत बड़ा वर्टिकल है। इससे बड़ा कोई पुण्य का काम नहीं हो सकता है, इससे ज़्यादा कोई समाज की सेवा नहीं हो सकती। लॉर्ड लुम्बा जी के इस डिकेड्स ओरिएंटेड जो उनका एक इनिशिएटिव रहा है, एफर्ट्स रहा है, उसको मानने के लिए यूनाइटेड नेशंस मजबूर हुआ। उसने 193 देशों के लिए एक रिजोल्यूशन पास किया कि 23 तारीख को 23 जून का दिन दुनिया में विडो एम्पावरमेंट, विडो वेलफेयर डे के रूप में मनाया जाएगा। ये उतना ही एक और 21 जून को हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी के प्रयासों से योगा डे हुआ। वहीं एक और लॉर्ड लुम्बा जी के प्रयासों से 23 तारीख का दिन विडो वेलफेयर के दिन। ये हम सभी लोगों के लिए बहुत गौरव की चीज़ है और सम्मान की चीज़ है। लॉर्ड लुम्बा जी को मैं निजी तौर से मिला हूं, जानता हूं, उनके कार्यक्रमों में शामिल रहता हूं। उनकी ताकत और शक्ति हम सभी आम लोगों की ताकत है। उन्होंने वाराणसी में जाके जिस तरीके के विडोज को ढूंढा, उनके लिए अभियान चलाया और उनके वेलफेयर के लिए प्रोग्राम्स को जमीन पे उतारा, उसकी सराहना हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने सार्वजनिक रूप से की है। हम सभी लोग यहाँ पर लॉर्ड लुम्बा जी ने जो एक इनिशिएटिव शुरू किया है, उसको प्रोत्साहन देने के लिए, उसको मजबूती देने के लिए, उसको समर्थन देने के लिए यहाँ पर आए हैं। और इस बात के लिए कि हमारी भारत की धरती का कोई ऐसा व्यक्ति जो सारी दुनिया में एक इनिशिएटिव को ले के चल रहा है, हम उसके हाथों को, उसके इनिशिएटिव को कैसे मजबूत करें, ये हम लोगों के लिए बहुत बड़ा एक यक्ष प्रश्न है। आज हम सब लोग किसी न किसी रूप से लॉर्ड लुम्बा जी की इस अभियान को और मजबूत बनाएं, उसको अपना सहयोग दें और हम इस कार्यक्रम को अनवरत आगे बढ़ाते रहें जहाँ से हैं, क्योंकि एक अंतहीन सिलसिला उन्होंने शुरू किया। हम लोग सिर्फ 193 देशों में एक हिंदुस्तान है, 192 देशों में भी 23 तारीख को ये कार्यक्रम हो रहा है। जहां पर विभिन्न तरीके से लॉर्ड लुम्बा ने अपने रिसोर्सेज से, अपने कनेक्ट से, बगैर सरकारी सिस्टम के लोगों को जोड़ा है। उन्होंने वुमेन वेलफेयर के लिए विडो वेलफेयर का वो काम शुरू किया है कि जो डिफेंस की विडोज हैं, पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस की विडोज हैं, पुलिस की विडोज हैं, उन्होंने यहाँ पर आके हिंदुस्तान में अलग अलग लोगों से डिस्कशन किया है, उसके बारे में उनकी राय जानी है। उसके लिए उन्होंने बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स तैयार किए हैं। और आप समझिए कि इतनी ओल्ड एज में जो व्यक्ति इतनी दौड़ धूप करके काम कर रहा है, हम सब लोगों के लिए वो प्रेरणा के स्रोत हैं। हम सभी लोग हृदय से चाहते हैं देश उनका सम्मान करे, देश उनका वंदन करे और अभिनंदन करे। ऐसे व्यक्ति को कोई भी पुरस्कार उसके लिए छोटा है, लेकिन हम लोग ज़रूर चाहते हैं कि कोई भारत सरकार उनको पद्म श्री जैसे अवार्ड से सम्मानित करें, जिससे इस अभियान में और बहुत से ज़्यादा लोग जुटें। और मैं इसी शब्दों के साथ आप सबको धन्यवाद ज्ञात करता हूं।
आपको बता दें, संयुक्त राष्ट्र 23 जून को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय विधवा दिवस मनाता है। लुम्बा फाउंडेशन ने इस बारे में संयुक्त राष्ट्र महासचिव बैन की मून को 2010 में एक स्टडी पेपर सौंपकर उनका ध्यान विश्व भर की 245 मिलियन विधवाओं की शोचनीय स्थिति की ओर आकर्षित किया था। फाउंडेशन के संस्थापक लॉर्ड लुम्बा उस समय बहुत आहत हुए थे जब उनकी अपनी मां श्रीमती पुष्पावती लुम्बा 23 जून 1954 को विधवा हो गई थी। एक महिला का उम्र के इस पड़ाव पर आकर अचानक अपने आप को अकेला पाना उसके लिए बहुत ही कष्टप्रद समय होता है। कुछ देशों में तो विधवाओं को जीवन यापन के लिए घोर कष्ट से गुजरना पड़ता है।
नमस्कार, मैं IRCTC से हूं। तो आज हमारे चेयरमैन कम मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर संजय कुमार जैन और पूरी IRCTC परिवार को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। इस इवेंट में आपको मालूम है जैसे कि लंदन में थोड़े टाइम बाद अपने जो लॉर्ड राज लुम्बा के साथ फंक्शन रहेगा, तो उसके अंदर IRCTC अपनी महाराजाज एक्सप्रेस जो टूरिज्म का एलीट प्रोडक्ट है, उसमें डिलक्स कैबिन्स ऑक्शन करेंगी हाई नेटवर्थ इंडिविजुअल्स को। और ये जो गाड़ी है महाराजाज एक्सप्रेस, ये काफ़ी बार मतलब उत्तम स्तर पर मतलब पाई गई है कि इसको फर्स्ट आंका गया है इस गाड़ी को वर्ल्ड ओवर। तो इसमें जो डिलक्स कैबिन में से जो प्रोसीड्स आएंगे जो इसकी ऑक्शनिंग के बाद, वो हम भारत विडो एम्पावरमेंट फंड की तरफ देंगे। जैसे हमने सुना है कि 5000 विडोज को चुना गया है जो काफ़ी मिजरीज के थ्रू, जिनके फाइनेंशियली इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं है, और 5000 और चुना जाएगा। सो दिस इज अ स्मॉल स्टेप फ्रॉम IRCTC, a small gift or collaboration between IRCTC and the Lumba Foundation today.
तो अभी ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है ये अभी किस स्टेज पे है, अभी क्या काम हो चुका है इसका?
ये प्रोजेक्ट जैसे मैंने कहा कि इसका डिसीजन और MOU ऑलरेडी साइन हो गया है, और आज जैसे 4.5 घंटे का फर्क है, तो करीब इंडिया में तब टाइम 10:30 बजे का रहेगा। तो 10:30 बजे के आसपास ये जो ऑक्शनिंग होगी तब ये डिसाइड हो जाएगा कि कितना अमाउंट मिला है। तो वो अमाउंट एक तरीके से IRCTC की तरफ से अपने डोनेशन रहेगा टुवर्ड्स लुम्बा फाउंडेशन फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ विडोज। हौसला बना ही लिया है जब ऊंची उड़ान का, हौसला बना ही लिया जब ऊंची उड़ान का, तो फिजूल है नापना कद आसमान का।
वाह, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
धन्यवाद।
कार्यक्रम में कई गणमान्य व्यक्तियों ने भी अपने विचार व्यक्त किए और लुम्बा फाउंडेशन को पूरा सहयोग देने का आश्वासन दिया।
Welcome honored guests, esteemed colleagues and friends. Thank you for the introduction, and I with great pride stand before you to commemorate UN International Widows Day, which takes place tomorrow, 23rd June. The Lumba Foundation is proud and grateful to Glitz India for joining hands with us for this event here tonight. Our journey began in 1997, a poignant year when Lord Raj Lumba CBE, together with his wife, Lady Veena Lumba, my Bua, established the Lumba Foundation in the UK in the memory of Lord Lumba's mother, who became a widow at an early age of 37 in Punjab, in India in 1954. Her life turned upside down as soon as Lord Lumba's father took his last breath. She was ordered to remove bindi, jewelry, and wear white clothes as a widow. Lord Lumba was 11 years old at that time, who saw firsthand the discrimination and sufferings of his mother, who struggled single-handedly to educate her 7 young children. She educated 2 of her daughters, who graduated at the Punjab University in 1950s, when girls were not even going to schools. Lord Lumba was educated in the USA. She could do all this because her husband was a successful businessman in the Punjab and left financial resources for her to fulfill her husband's dream, who wanted good education for all the children. Just imagine if Lord Lumba's mother did not have the financial resources. I wonder what Lord Lumba would be doing today instead of being a member of the House of Lords in the UK and running this wonderful charity. I shudder to think that he might be plying a rickshaw or working as a laborer. The Lumba Foundation is the first global charity working for Windle. It is accredited by the United Nations Economic and Social Council and Public Department of Information. We are proud it was launched in India in 1999 by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Our course work started by educating children of poor widows throughout India who received a monthly scholarship of Rs 500 for a period of 5 years or more. To date, we have educated more than 10,000 such beneficiaries. Since 2012, we moved on to empower marginalized widows in India. To date, we have provided skills training over 20,000 widows. We are proud that a project to empower 5,000 widows in Varanasi was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. We have made many strides in our efforts to uplift the status of unfortunate widows in India and around the world. With this in mind, we launched our flagship initiative, Bharat Widows Empowerment Fund, with the aim of empowering rural widows in India. We are greatly thankful to the US-India Strategic Partnership Forum to join hands with us to empower 5,000 widows in UP. The project started last year and will be completed at the end of this year. You will see details of this project in the brochure which will be distributed to all of you today. I very much hope that Indian corporates and philanthropists will join hands with us to empower the rural widows who are poor, uneducated, and unable to get a job. Therefore, they depend upon their family members and community who abuse them physically, psychologically, and even sexually. The scope of our foundation's work has since transcended national boundaries, making a global impact. 19 years ago, in 2005, Lord Lumba and Sherry Blair, the foundation's president, initiated the very first International Widows' Day in London, symbolically releasing balloons into the sky as emblems of freedom. The following year, our commitment to this cause deepened with an international conference that drew global leaders to our cause. By 2007, our message of hope and solidarity was carried aloft by balloons in cities such as Nairobi, Dhaka, Colombo, and across India. The momentum continued, and we are proud that the UN adopted 23rd June as UN International Widows' Day at its 65th General Assembly. I would like to add that the Honorable Union Minister Shri Hardeep Singh Puri, who was India's UN representative, supported our initiative. International Widows' Day is a significant day as it was on this day, 1954, that Lord Lumba's mother became a widow. It has now been commemorated in a number of countries worldwide. It is a day of action to help and raise awareness of the plight of widows who are suffering from poverty, illiteracy, diseases such as HIV, AIDS, and COVID, conflict, and social injustices. As a trustee of the Lumba Foundation, I would like to thank Blitz India, particularly Shri Deepak Dwivedi ji and Rotarian Sandeep Saxena ji for organizing this event. Last but not least, my gratitude to all of you who have taken out of the busy schedule, especially on Saturday evening, to join us at this event. Thank you so much.
Leadership. These volunteers would not run efficiently, and it would not be the train that it is today. On this significant occasion of International Widows' Day 24, it is my profound honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the Lumba Foundation. This day holds a special place in our hearts as we come together to recognize and support the resilient widows across the globe, particularly those in rural India. This year's theme, Empowering Rural Widows in India, chosen by the Lumba Foundation, truly reflects our commitment to uplift and empower these strong women. First and foremost, I would like to thank and give a heartfelt gratitude to Blitz India for organizing and hosting this event alongside the Lumba Foundation. I have a long list of people to thank, and I would like to begin with the Rotarians that are present here. The Rotary International District 3011, and especially our chief guest, Mr. Jitendra Gupta, who's the current district governor. He's not here with us today, but I would really like to thank him for dedicating and committing his valuable time to our social service. The efforts of the Rotary members across the district have been instrumental in making a tangible difference in the lives of many widows. And I would like to thank Rotarian Mr. Sandeep Saxena ji for being alongside us in each and every step. Thank you to Mr. Deepak Dwivedi ji for covering our vision so effortlessly. And also, I would like to say that aapke shabdon ne hum sabka dil jeet liya. Thank you so much ji. My own connection with the Rotary Foundation runs so deep. My grandfather was a past district governor. My father and my Tayaji has been a part of District 3070 that extends to Punjab and the Jammu Kashmir region. So, and being a Paul Harris Fellow myself, I truly believe that the aims and the goals that Rotary is working towards are irreplaceable, and there's no one that can do a better job than the Rotary Foundation themselves. I would like to extend my thanks to Tribe for Ideas, the social impact think tank. We owe a special thanks to you. Your innovative approaches and thoughtful contributions have significantly enriched our strategies and helped us create a more profound impact on the ground. Thanks to Rotarian Vinny Singh ji for enlightening us with her experience in uplifting widows across India. I would like to express gratitude to Mr. Rahul Himalayan ji. He really enlightened us on the way the IRCTC is going about their social activities. And I was so happy to learn that they're donating 18 lakh meals to people across India through the IRCTC network. That is amazing.
Lumba, because he's not here, he sent a message, a personal message. I am delighted to express my gratitude to Blitz India for joining hands with the Lumba Foundation to mark the UN's International Widows' Day at the Foreign Correspondent Club in Delhi. International Widows' Day takes place tomorrow, 23rd June, 70 years to the day since my mother became a widow and had to face the prospect of raising 7 children single-handedly. She responded by devoting all her energies and resources to make sure her children received a proper education, to make sure their prospects were not suddenly ruined by the misfortune of their father dying prematurely. Millions of widows in countries all over the world find themselves marginalized and without the means to support themselves, and this leads to terrible outcomes for them, for the children and for the wider community, all due to customs and attitudes rooted in prejudice and discrimination. This is why the Lumba Foundation's first program, launched over a quarter of a century ago, was to educate the children of poor widows in India, transforming 1,000 lives over the next decade. The Lumba Foundation launched a new initiative last year, the Bharat Widows Empowerment Fund, now to put so much focus on empowering the disadvantaged rural widows in India to help them become economically self-sufficient. I am particularly pleased that the US-India Strategic Partnership Forum, who have partnered with the Lumba Foundation to fund our program to empower 5,000 widows in UP, and based on the success of that program, they have now agreed to enter into a further partnership with us to empower another 5,000 widows in Jammu and Kashmir. Give widows half a chance and they will look after themselves, their families, and make a valuable contribution to society. But giving them that half chance still depends on generous people like those assembled in this room, supporting vital initiatives such as this, and I would encourage more corporations and philanthropists to come forward to join the Lumba Foundation, like the US-India Strategic Partnership Forum, to expand our program, the Bharat Widows Empowerment Fund, to many more rural widows throughout India.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Lord Raj Lumba, esteemed dignitaries on the dais, Deepak Dwivedi ji, Madam Vinay Singh, Amit Chaudhary, and Jitendra Gupta, who just left a while ago, and all the luminaries and guests sitting in the hall today, because everyone is a luminary in some sense. I would like to start with a round of applause for Shrimati Pushpa Vati for being the cause of the International Widows Day, for the start of the International Widows Day on 23rd June, way back in 2005. First of all, I would like to mention that my chairman and managing director, Shri Sanjay Kumar Jain, could not make it today because of some abrupt and urgent preoccupation, and he conveys his best wishes for a prosperous collaboration between IRCTC and Lumba Foundation in the greater public interest. So me and my colleague Pramila Gupta, Group General Manager Tourism, are here representing IRCTC. So let me tell you a bit about IRCTC, how IRCTC is progressing. Indian Railways Catering and Tourism Corporation. Because at the core of IRCTC is the customer. So we have the external customer and the internal customer. So we have made a pseudonym also for IRCTC. For the external customer, IRCTC stands for I really care towards the customer, IRCTC. And for the internal customer, that is only possible if the internal customer, that is our employees, are motivated enough to do so, to get the customer delight, get customer relation. For them, IRCTC stands for I really care to contribute. So what is important out here is there's a very thin line between making a difference and making the difference. So you have to choose a cause, be passionate about it. That is the entire story about Lumba Foundation and how it has come today. So it is indeed a privilege for me and my colleagues to be a part of this August gathering today, wherein we have come to celebrate a cause, female empowerment, through marking the occasion of International Widows Day. Lumba Foundation, as we all know, is a welfare organization working towards the upliftment of widow ladies, which has been contributing immensely in their social upliftment. The organization, besides working towards the cause of empowering the widows, is also creating an identity for them, enabling them to lead their life with dignity. Dignity is important. Today is important because IRCTC has started an association. It is participating in a grand roadshow with Lumba Foundation. India is around time difference with around 4.5 hours gap with London. So we'll see a participation. The event is being graced by Lord Raj Lumba, CB, Cherry Blair, CB, KC, Lord Jeffrey Archer, and Shri Ajit Kumar, Director of Finance, who is representing IRCTC. As a gesture of IRCTC's continued support to Lumba Foundation, IRCTC is auctioning. First, I will just tell you about IRCTC. When we talk about IRCTC, there are 4 verticals. One is catering. We are supplying around 18 lakh meals on a daily basis to trains and stations, to passengers on trains and stations. The second thing is internet ticketing. We have the tickets which are sold, in which there were huge circuitous queues and all outside the passenger reservation center. So we enjoy that privilege of having 83% of share of Indian Railway ticketing. That is around 16 lakh tickets per day are ticketed. We have a website in which there is a user base of around 10 crore active users and around 70 lakh logins. So that is the second part of IRCTC. The third is Rail Neer. Rail Neer packaged drinking water is the only drinking water available across in the entire India at rupees 15, MRP rupees 15, because there is always a social cause. Today we are standing out here because Lumba Foundation is also associated with a social cause. And the fourth thing is tourism, from masses to classes. In tourism also we have got this Bharat Darshan, then rail tour packages, and it goes right up to the luxury train, the Maharajas Express, as you see out here, which has got 4 categories, and it has won number of awards. If you go to it, you will say that there should be another category from 7 star to 8 star. That feeling you will get. you must experience the Maharaja's Express. It has got deluxe cabin, and it's got junior suite, it's got the suite and the presidential suite. So today, IRCTC is auctioning 2 deluxe cabins of its coveted luxury tourist train, the Maharaja's Express, amongst the high net worth members at an event of Lumba Foundation at London. And the proceeds from this auctioning will go as a contribution to Bharat Widows Empowerment Fund, which can be utilized by Lumba Foundation for sustainable programs for widows in India. This is just a step forward because, as they said, that 5,000 widows in UP and another 5,000 widows. So we have to go one by one, just a step forward. So I congratulate Lord Raj Lumba and all of the respected trustees of Lumba Foundation for this great humanitarian work and wish all the very best to Lumba Foundation for all their future endeavors. And I would end by saying a small limerick, small share, and that is very important because the intent, the great work starts with an intent. जब हौसला बना ही लिया है ऊंची उड़ान का, तो फिजूल है नापना कद आसमान का. So with this, thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Attend this very program last year in the House of Lords, UK. We, courtesy Sandeep and Dwivedi ji, the invite was there, and the similar program on 23rd June, Sandeep ji, last year was done at House of Lords in the presence of Sherry Blair and Raj Lumba ji and many other dignitaries. And when I came to know for the first time, not only about the work that the foundation is doing, but the struggle of several years it took to get an International Widows' Day recognized by UN. So a big round of applause for both the aspects. I would say for putting the cause of widows on an international map. The day is just an excuse, it's how you put them on the map. And Rotary in India, we have been associated because as such Rotary began in 1905, so it's a 119-year-old organization. But only 4 times in the history of Rotary that we have had the president, the world president from India. And the last one was Shekhar Mehta in 21-22. And at that time, Rotary as a global organization came together with Lumba Foundation and decided to do some projects together. And some of the works have been initiated. I mean, even in this year, as far as our district 3011 is concerned, our leadership, including the future leadership, our governor nominee, Ravi Gugnani, has already been a contributor associated with the Lumba Foundation for this work. Just to give you an idea of what we do in Rotary. In Rotary, we practically work in almost every area. We are known for our contribution towards the polio eradication, not only from India, but from the entire world. But what is relevant to the audience today is that our district, as you say, Delhi NCR, we have around 140 clubs in Delhi, Faridabad, Gurgaon, Rewari, Narnaul, Mahendragarh, Rohtak. And we are doing a number of skill development programs for women, for youth, and other sectors. We are running singer centers, जिसको आप सिलाई केंद्र कह सकते हो, जहाँ पे लड़कियों को हम सिंपल काम सिखाते हैं. And we are just for the vibration. Then we are running e-learning centers, the computer centers for imparting the skills. And we are also doing, like very recently, we did a very small project for the girl child that on Ashtami, when you have those Navratras and Kanjkas, so we gave 1,000 cycles free of cost to the girls so that they can go to schools and not be dependent on the other family members to go to schools. So all these cycles were given to poor girls and we were able to do it. Many of us, like me particularly,
I have not seen a major war like the First World War or Second World War. But everybody sitting in this hall has seen COVID. And at least for each one of us, the world will be known as a pre-COVID era and post-COVID era. When those slides of some of those widows were coming, I noticed that they were saying that she got widowed 2 years back. It is possible, or if you check the data, that a large number of women across the world, and especially in India, became widowed during COVID. And the challenge of being a widow is not confined to a rural-urban divide. It is not confined to a poor or a middle class or a rich. Our society across the globe, what unites us is how we treat widows. Across the globe, I have seen that widows are treated with a stigma. In one moment, everything is taken away from her. Her dignity, her respect, her say in things, everything goes away. And like in Indian culture, if most of them are housewives or homemakers, as we say, then for them, the entire life changes. The entire life changes. And as a society, we have not prepared them enough. And the initiative that Lumba Foundation has done, I feel as Rotary, we are and we could do much more together, because we have the boots on the ground. We are already doing work in village clusters, in slums, in colonies. We have associations in schools, in colleges, in hospitals, everywhere. We have a network of volunteers at every dot of Delhi NCR or the world, as you say. And we have programs. We have programs for employment, for skill development, which will make them more employable, or maybe for self-employment. And we are also working on a vertical which is not very popular in Delhi NCR, and that is the microcredit. Sometimes these women, suppose you give them skills, but again, if you see, I was just seeing that the income groups that we were talking in the presentation, even if it is 250 rupees a day or 300 rupees a day, it only amounts to 7,000 or 8,000 rupees a month, which is not even the minimum wages in many of the states. So it needs to be scaled up. Whatever skills we are imparting them, it needs to be scaled up. Maybe we need a project where we can make them learn about driving and give them these e-rickshaws or auto rickshaws where they can increase their livelihood or their daily income in a much bigger manner. So I feel the education, we are working on adult literacy in Rotary. The education is important, the skill development is important, but it should not stop at skill development. It should lead to then either the employability, and if they are not being employed in a graceful salary or a graceful wages, then the second option is that we should think of making them self-employed, either by giving a seed capital in the form of a microcredit, not as a donation but as a microcredit, so that their dignity and self-respect remains intact. I'm a lawyer by profession and advocate on record in Supreme Court. During COVID, when this thing happened, at the peak of the COVID, we noticed that many children who are being orphaned also run the risk of being trafficked. So it's on record. I rushed to Delhi High Court. I filed a PIL. The PIL is called Jitendra Gupta versus UOI. And in that petition, I made the union government, the Delhi government a party, and I said that I only request for two things. One is you provide them some compensation so that they can carry on with their lives. And second is you safeguard that they do not get trafficked. That petition was there in High Court for almost 3 years. The Union government, the Delhi government, one after the other, they kept on coming up with schemes and updating the court as to what has been done for the welfare of the families where the main member, the earning member, has passed away during COVID. So I feel we have stakeholders from media, we have stakeholders who are from legal profession, from Rotary. I think the problem does not lie only at one end of giving away something. We need to have a holistic solution to it, something which is sustainable, long lasting, and where we can see that the amount of money that reaches in their hand is sufficient enough to feed not only themselves but also support the families in case the children are of a younger age. So that's my thought, that's my message, that's the way forward I think we could take forward. And my apologies in advance because I already told Sandeep that there were multiple commitments today because the Rotary year is ending on 30th June and with 140 clubs. So there are 3 to 4 programs of closing of every club in next 3-4 days. So my request would be if I could be allowed to leave early from the program, breaking the protocol. Thank you so much.
कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित सभी गणमान्य लोगों को एक पर्यावरण संरक्षण का प्रतीक भेंट किया गया और अंग वस्त्रम पहनाया गया।